What is going on, pilot brethren, and welcome back to Titanfall 2. Today we got a discussion on the balance of Titanfall 2, or lack thereof, I suppose I should say, and the chaos that is inherent in the gameplay. As for balance, I started off with just that bold statement, there is really no balance, and really there's not supposed to be. It's a good thing. In any FPS, a large portion of people's pros and cons lists always has to do with the balance. Are these weapons balanced? Are these abilities balanced? Are they engaging to play against? And many in Titanfall are engaging to play against, but as for are they truly balanced from a standpoint of power? The answer is very clearly no, okay? I mean, we got a video game where you can spawn within 20 feet of a Ronin with a giant sword, and you just die. You just lose the game. You have weapons that kill in 0.2 of a second, like the alternator in the car, right? You have giant titans that can crush anything instantly. You have Ion's laser shot, which can one-shot a pilot with an enormous hitbox through not quite infinite, but almost infinite range. And on top of that, you have abilities like Pulse Blade that reveal the entire enemy team. You have abilities like Grapple that launch you across the entire map. Stim immediately heals and speeds you up. It's insane. And, to overlay with this, we have weapons like the Wingman sidearm, a 3-shot kill revolver. Like, come on. You got projectile weapons with travel times as slow as a Spitfire camper traversing through a homestead. It's the strangest thing. No game has ever attempted to just abandon balance completely, and Titanfall 2 has done it, and in my opinion, they have done it successfully. And the truth is, the game is just so chaotic because of this, but you need that enormous differential in skill. Because of that enormous differential in skill, you need to have materials, weapons that have an enormous gap in power level. You need those very strong players who are incredible at slide hopping, air strafing, grappling, to have those lower tier materials to challenge themselves, right? Some people can. Some people can just sit in the back of the map with a Spitfire or a G2, or they can cruise around with the car, and they can have fun, and that's fine. Sometimes it is fun to sweat hard and see how well you can do. But for most very good players, the game is mostly fun when you challenge yourself with something like the EPG or the Kraber or the Wingman Elite. You need this equipment that is straight up inferior to some of the other equipment to make the game fun for everybody. You need it similarly for the new players as you do for the veterans. The new players, they need their Spitfires, they need their R101s, they need their cars. They need them. The game just would not work without this. It would never be able to accept new players. But thanks to this giant differential in power level, it is. And that segues well into the chaos of Titanfall 2. There's so much going on. There are EPG bullets flying everywhere. There are R97s. There are Volts. You hear Titans' loud, vibrating footsteps beneath you. You hear grunts yelling, "They're trying to corner us!" All sorts of things. I thought that impression was spot on, by the way. You got all sorts of things. In trying to take in and immerse yourself in all this chaos is only possible if you do a few things. The first is this. You need to increase your field of view. If you're running a default field of view on console, then you're not going to be able to enjoy Titanfall to its fullest extent. On PC, you might actually have a high FOV to begin with, but if you're not sure, then just go into multiplayer, select settings, go to audio, I think it's video settings, yes, video settings, and slide your FOV slider all the way to the right. I promise you, it makes the game so much more fun. What this does is it will widen the perimeter of the battlefield that you can see from your screen, right? So you can see a larger portion of the battlefield. You can take in more of what's happening at one time. Another thing it does is it makes things look smaller and farther away, which gives you the illusion that you're traveling faster. Now, you're not actually traveling faster, but it feels like you are, so it makes the game more fun. It makes you feel more like that superhero pilot that you're looking to do. And another thing is headphones. Come on, guys, trust me, you got to use headphones. I'm not sure how many people are not using headphones, but if you're not, you're missing out on so much of this game. In video games in general, but in Titanfall in particular, there's so much going on, and you need to be able to hear with relative volume, relative direction where things are coming from. Otherwise, it's just white noise. You don't want white noise. The sounds in this game are so cool. The sound after getting a kill, the sounds of the grunts yelling and panicking. They're really scared out there. The sound of the Titans' footsteps vibrating, like I mentioned before. You need these things. You need to be able to hear them from different directions. Not just for your skill level. You might be saying, well, you know, Emperor Wizard, I use TV speakers. I use TV speakers and I'm fine. I play good. That's good for you, but the game is a lot more fun, too. It's not just about performance, but it's way more fun if you have headphones. It's way more immersive. As someone who has played plenty of VR games, I can tell you the most immersive video game that I've played is Titanfall 2. It's insane. All the noises, it's impossible to be distracted by anything else. And another thing to help you embrace the chaos that is Titanfall 2 is you need to be okay with dying. You need to be okay with dying, and you need to take risks. An important thing is to experiment with different playstyles. Whenever I get burned out on this game, and if you play as long as me, which is 8 years, then you will. I mean, for one, you can take a break, of course. But when you come back, you try a different playstyle. Try different weapons, put yourself out of your comfort zone, and the game becomes so much more fun. If you're someone who sits in the back of the map with a Spitfire, then push yourself out a little more. Use the R101 and be more comfortable in those mid-range engagements. Maybe further it by equipping a car and making yourself more comfortable with hipfire, and then maybe move to the Volt, and then maybe start working on that that Kraber G100 montage. But it's baby steps. It's just little by little putting yourself out of your comfort zone and taking risks. Another thing is the Titans. The Titans, I know some people don't like them, but I love them because they're just sort of the epitome of Titanfall. They symbolize the chaos so well. And you need to use your abilities, challenge the Titans, enter engagements in which you're not sure you'll live, and if you survive, it's going to feel incredible. And what this does is it leaves room for more cool clips that you can remember, more cool moments. So you have to take risks. You have to be okay with dying, okay? It's surviving a full match of Titanfall 2 without dying is like trying to survive a night in the Amazon rainforest. It won't happen. It can't happen. It does not work. So just, be okay with taking risks. If you die, that's fine. If you have bad games, that's fine. This game doesn't have much skill-based matchmaking, so you're bound to be in lobbies where you get owned, get your ass kicked, and that's fine, and then you're going to enter other lobbies where you do the ass kicking. So just enjoy every bit of it, enjoy the chaos, because it's what Titanfall is, and it's not supposed to be tame, and it's not supposed to be balanced. And that's all I have for you guys today, so be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed. Please leave a comment and subscribe to the challenge, to the channel, not the challenge, the channel. We were so close, guys. Come on. Okay, goodbye.